What's up, guys? A special guest here, Dio Jr. Obviously, I'm not Slim, so also known as Karango. And who am I here with?
You're here with BRYAN ASISTORES.
What did you do and what you play, buddy?
I got first place with Live Twin.
All right. And before the deck draw, do you have any shoutouts?
Shoutouts to YBM, shoutouts to Karango over here, Slim YGO, my pops, and Nigel from Franks.
No, don't forget anyone's game.
Anyone's game and Supreme.
Yeah. Also, definitely check us out. We have the link in the description, so come check us out. We would love to see you guys. Anyways, let's get into the deck for a while.
So the main deck, it's the Cookie Cutter starters, which is 3 Lila, 3 Kiss Kill. The extenders I'm playing is double Kill Skill Frost and 1 Lila Treat. You're going to see this ratio very, very often with a lot of deck lists. So moving on from the monsters, we're going onto the power spells. I play the 1 Claw by the Grave, the double Crosse Ave Designator. The Crosse Ave Designator is specifically for the hand traps you're about to see towards the end of the main deck. And on top of that, it is the other really, really strong other really, really strong cards that are played in just a lot of people's main decks, which for example are double Forbidden Droplet and double Triple Tactics Talents.
So question, did you ever feel like you needed a third of either?
I did not feel like I needed a third of either because my deck draws a ton. It draws 1 in my turn and especially 2 on my opponent's turns. So a lot of times I'm able to see a lot of my 2-ofs. I don't feel like I ever need the third, but however, I am playing a third droplet in the side just in case that you're about to see. For consistency wise, I'm moving on. We play double Desires instead of 3. If I had the extra space, I'd probably play the third one, but I could not find a single spot. I'd rather have another hand trap, something to interact with rather than a power card myself. After that, I played more consistency cards, which was the engine searcher at 3. I played 3 triple password and double home. You definitely want to play double home. If you're playing only 1 home, try this at 2. I guarantee you'll like it a lot more. Just being able to extend and the chances of you banishing up Desires are kind of high. So try this. I guarantee you'll like it. Okay, and then the only real one actual power trap card I play is IO, but there's a little more purple cards in the hand trap lineup. So moving on to the hand traps, I play 13 hand traps. So I play triple Ash, triple Imperm, purple card, double Veiler, double Ghost Ogre. This card's very, very good in the format because it hits Plunder and it also hits Sword Soul matchup. Depending on how you interact, can completely stop a turn or even put them in a really awkward position. I play the 1 Nib, the 1 Bell, the 1 DD Crow. These numbers are specifically for either them being Crosse Ave Designator targets or things that would affect me during a match. So for example, DD Crow is a very, very popular deck in the Loyalist Tri-Brigade deck. They're able to search it. Therefore, if I play Crosse Ave Designator, I can stop that. Bell is another card that can stop a DD Crow, or even stop Call by the Grave, which is a really, really strong card that impacts the deck. Nibiru is a card that really, really hurts the deck. However, you can still extend a little bit past the Nibiru, but depending on what you open and how they interact with you. So this is the 13 that I am playing in the main deck. I'm moving on to the extra deck.
40 card in main?
40 in the main.
Nice.
Exact card. Alright, so next we got the new Trouble Sunny. Trouble Sunny is really, really good. This addition to the deck
is that a Starlight?
Really, really awesome. Honestly, if I wasn't supported, I would have 2 more. But you know, this card literally just makes or breaks the deck. It's so good. It allows you to play around a lot of things. Like if you get Impermed, you can just tag out to summon just 1 Kiss Kill. That's one thing that people are forgetting. You don't need to summon both whenever you do choose a first effect. The second effect comes up a lot, and a lot of people do like to play the big Evil Twin, which that's not bad, but I just could not find a single spot in my deck to be able to fit it. The brick is really, really good for that second effect, but a lot of times you can still resolve the second effect if you already have your monsters on the field. Next one, I only play double Kiss Kill and double Lila. I feel like you don't need more. However, if games start to feel a lot more grindy, you should probably consider Pot of Avarice. It's another option that you can play in this deck that can really, really help you out if you feel like you're moving through your twins a lot more. But I think 2 and 2 is a really, really solid number, especially with the very tight extra deck space we have. Next one we play is the Devotee engine. So this engine, being able to draw and mulligan portion of your hand allows you to just get rid of those nasty bricks in your hand. On top of this engine right here, that allows you to get into the IP Masquerena, giving you at least 2 interactions on top of the extra draw that you will receive. Moving on, it's the Nightmare Unicorn for the IP. This is the extra interaction you get, and then whatever you link off with your IP, you can summon back with the counterpart that you are going to have on the field. After that, let's talk about this one card, Transcode Talker. A lot of you guys don't play this card. This card is very, very important. Reason being is it allows you to get an OTK with 1 more summon on top of your Kiska and Lila on the field. I'm going to show you an example. So, an example end board would be this and this. a kiss skill Lilla, right? Let's say I have a normal summon. Let's say I have this DD Crow in my hand. I would normal summon the DD Crow. I will link these two away to summon the Transcode Talker. You're never using it for the effect, but the key part is that the monsters that it's co-linked to gains 500 attack and they become untargetable. So what that means is that this Lilla now is going to activate the effect to summon back the kiss skill. You're going to draw a card here, and then you're going to link into the Trouble Sunny. From here, this is 28, this is 38. You're gonna battle, you're gonna attack twice, you're gonna activate the effect, summon the two, and all of this together is 9,300 damage. It gives you an OTK by just summoning one more monster. I really highly recommend, if you don't play this card, to try it out at your locals. It's an insane addition to my deck, and I think this will really help you guys out too. So the last portion of the engine is the Skycarver Centauria, the Downward Magician, and the Zeus. This is pretty much like your third option, like against control matchups or just any other interaction deck. I like to make this first, whenever, or at least the Sky Cavalry first, so that I can force an interaction. And if they don't interact me, I Zeus them, then I can extend with like Live Twin Home or just anything else that allows me to get there. If I just special summoned, or if I took an opponent's monster, I can probably push for game depending on how many monsters I can get flooded into the board. But this is usually your first go-to if you're going second. Other than that, the Live Twin engine is for the final play.
Did you ever feel like you missed like access code at all by chance?
Not a single time. There's not a single time where I probably could have made it. I don't think I ever needed it at all. Every single one of my cards proved a purpose. Every single card was summoned on the tournament. And I don't think I can make any other changes besides getting, you know, a CR on this.
Yeah,
and Starlight.
definitely be CR, or at least Secret or Ultra. Like,
Please, Konami, make this a super rare. Please make this a super rare.
Yeah. All right. So now side.
Now moving up to the side deck, I played the one Panker Tops. I wanted to have extra interaction on top of the current meta that there is. I play a total of 6 Bone Trap interaction removal cards. This was one of the more power cards that I wanted. If this was on multiples, I definitely play another. I played the second Nibiru because this card really hits a lot of decks. I understand that there are portions in the tournaments that in which you activate this first. Sometimes you have the starter, but you can't really extend past. But I think it's worth it for the extra space because this card is just such a great blowout. I played the extra DD Crow. I am not playing Artifact Lancia. I would rather have a card that interacts and gets rid of the card from the grave rather than stopping their turn, because next turn they usually will just kill me if I just Lancia them. So I'd rather have the DD Crow over it any day. Next to play is double Droll and Lockbird. This is to help get you a turn back against Drytron. Or you can even use it against Sword, so whenever they activate Prosperity or Emergence as their starting play, this can really affect them and then let them end on a, I guess, subpar board. Other than that, this also hits it also hits the Thunder deck. It puts them in a little bit of weird of a pickle because if they activate any of their pots or start off with Rabina, that turns off Eaglin, that turns off the Empin. So using this against a lot of the meta decks is actually really nice. Then I play double Gdarla. I played this specifically because there's a Wind Barrier statue, otherwise there would definitely be a different kaiju. So this comes up a lot against Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer because that's one of our most hardest things to out. That is also why I do play the DD Crows and I do play the Belt, because the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer is very annoying and pesky to deal with. These almost guarantee to out it, so it is very helpful. I highly recommend you do try this in your side deck. Moving on to the spells, we play one Harpy's Feather Duster, one more Forbidden Droplet. After this is the extra starter for going second. Then I played more Sponge Trap removal, the double Twin Twisters, the double Lightning Storm, and a double Anti-Spell. I think there's not much any changes that I'll probably make. Maybe if I were to change something, these into Cosmic Cyclones would be really nice. But other than that, I think this moving forward is actually just a really good take to the deck.
Okay, cool. So, any changes that you want to recommend, or do you have any changes at all, or do you like it how it is already?
One thing I would definitely want to try is probably Pot of Avarice. If you feel like you're grinding it in your matches and locals a lot against a lot of the control decks, I highly recommend you try and use Pot of Avarice. But other than that, if you don't like the hand trap lineups, you can always change it up. You don't have to main the Imperial Order. You can always just play other interaction cards, or you can bump up your 2-of spells. Other than that, it ends up working out.
All right. Well, thank you, Slim, for having us on your channel. Thank you for letting me a special guest. And with that being said, I hope to see you more with your live twin creation. And hope to see you soon. Later.
Later.
Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and a special thanks to all my patrons. It's because of you, after all these years, I'm still able to make this type of content. Hopefully you guys will check out some of the videos that are suggested here for you, and just remember, you guys, it's not just a game, it's a lifestyle. Thanks for watching.